Hello, this is Todd Luck, and I have a package from Edgar Burroughs, Inc. And so we're going to open this box up, and we're going to see what's inside. It's not a surprise. I did order something, but it's always exciting to get what you've ordered. And here we open it up. Lots and lots of packing paper, very securely packed. And we're going to take this out. And lots of bubble wrap, very securely wrapped. And here we are. Here is the novel that I got. And this is The Land That Time Forgot, Fortress Primeval, the new Edgar Rice Burroughs universe novel by Mike Wolfer. And Edgar Rice Burroughs, of course, the creator of Tarzan and John Carter. And Mike Wolfer is one of the best writers, artists, editors, graphic designers who has contributed to Edgar Rice Burroughs comics and novels in the last so many years. And so this novel has a wraparound cover. It is gorgeous. It is set in the prehistoric land of Kaspach, and it looks really cool. This is set before the original novel. The original novel was, set in Burroughs's time. And this actually has a earlier expedition. I think it's maybe 100 years earlier. But these folks go to Kaspach to see if the lost continent that their ancestor described exists. And of course, they find out that it does, and that it just happens to be inhabited by prehistoric creatures. And not only does Mike Wolfer write the novel, but he also writes the backup novelette in the back. So this is a double helping of Mike Wolfer. And so the title page has this really cool little anniversary logo. I believe this is designed by Mike Wolfer. And it denotes 100 years in print. This is 100 years since The Land That Time Forgot, the novel that collected all three novelettes in the trilogy, came out. And also 50 years since the film came out, which I've done a review of. You might want to check that out. The book also includes this really cool map of Kaspach, and it shows where all the different races live. And so if you're ever stranded on Kaspach, this will tell you who's trying to kill you now. The novel ends on page 240, and then we have Weird Worlds, Voyage into Terror. And that is a backup novelette which involves an airship that ends up exploring another planet. They end up on another planet via a dimensional portal. It sounds like steampunk Star Trek or something like that, which I'm totally down with. And they have an illustration of the airship and a vehicle they use, which is really neat. And it's 60 pages for the backup novelette, so you get a good bit of storytelling in this book. Now, I splurged for the collector's edition, and so it comes with a few extras here. It comes with a plain white envelope, which is a great bonus. No, just kidding. There is stuff in here, and that includes these two gorgeous trading cards. One is of Sita the Savage. This comes with all of the books, regardless of which edition you get, and this has artwork by Mike Wolfer. And then this other one is exclusive for the collector's edition, and this is, of course, of the cover. And, both of them have information on the back. This one is about Sita, and this one is about the novel itself. And Sita the Savage is a character that Mike Wolfer created in the comic books that has appeared in the novelettes. He actually got to write a backup novelette in one of the Edgar Rice Burroughs novels with her in it. It comes with a book plate that's signed by the folks who were involved in the novel. Mike Wolfer, the writer, Christopher Paul Carey, the editor, and Edgar Rice Burroughs. This obviously is a reproduction of his signature since he's no longer with us. And it does denote that this is limited to 200 copies. And just for funsies, they threw in this advertisement for Pulp Fest. It's pretty cool. But probably the biggest bonus you get is there is a cover underneath the cover, right? So normally the cover underneath, the dust cover of these novels is just plain, right? So you want to keep this dust cover on. but this actually has another illustration underneath it. And so let's discover that together, all right? And we're going to take this off. Now we got us a naked book. And it's very nice. Look at this. So we've got the ship coming to Kaspach, which is surrounded by this wall of cliffs that surround the island, so you can't see it. It's a continent / island. There was a debate about that online, but it's in the frozen north. But you have to get over the cliffs to get into Kaspach, which is very challenging. So that's pretty cool. I like that. It looks very, very nice. I don't know if, you would display it without this gorgeous painting around it, but it is nice to have options, right? And this is a very, very nice cover. It's just a really gorgeous painting, and boy, it's really, the cover's really reflective, but you get the idea. It's just really, really nice looking. This is maybe one of my favorite covers that they've had on their novels. The cover's by Darren Bader, by the way. So this novel came out about a month ago. I think maybe a little bit more. And so I ordered it about a month ago. And so it's just taken a while to get to me. I'm not sure what's up with that, because usually I get stuff a lot faster. So I'm not sure if maybe the collector's edition just came in late, or maybe they just got backed up at the warehouse. Not sure what the deal is there, but they're a small company. Be patient. It's worth the wait. And so the collector's edition is expensive, and believe me, this is a one-time purchase. So why did I go for the collector's edition on this one? This is not the first novel that Mike Wolfer has written. He's written his own self-published erotic horror novels with his own characters, Daughters of the Dark Oracle, and they're good. But this is the first novel that most people will have heard of and have read if they read Mike Wolfer as a writer in a novel. This is the most mainstream novel and highest profile novel that he's written. And so to me, that is a big deal, because his novelettes have been amazing. His comics have been amazing. And so this is kind of a milestone in his career. It's kind of a little bit of history. And I wanted to commemorate that by getting the collector's edition. And as much as I admire his work, I don't know if I'll ever get to meet him in real life. And so, I do want his signature on the book. And so the book plate is a really good way to do that. Now, one word of caution with these book plates. This is their last Edgar Rice Burroughs universe novel. I've done a review on this. It's fantastic. A Princess of Mars, Shadow of the Assassins. And so I got a complimentary copy of it for the review. And I got a book plate that I did stick on here. I did go through with it, guys. You know how I am about keeping everything in mint condition, but I decided to do it. But I also made the mistake of accidentally touching the Gary Gravell's signature, another writer who I greatly admire. And I rubbed off a little bit of the ink. I don't know if you can see it very well on camera, but yeah, a little bit of that ink rubbed off. But that's kind of cool, because that shows that these are real signatures, right? They really use pens or markers or whatever to sign these things. These are really real. So if you get a book plate that people have actually signed, be sure not to touch the ink, because you just never know if it's going to rub off or not. And again, this is very much a one-time purchase for me, right? This was just something that meant enough for me to get the collector's edition. And again, if you're like me and you really admire the author, but you're not sure if you'd ever be able to get their signature, book plates are a great way to do it. And maybe, just maybe, this will be the novel where the Chicken Men of Mars become canon. Anyway, like and subscribe for more videos. And until next time, see you.